Now, in as much as you need to look into vendors who are selling, and there are few vendors, of course, who are selling the produce, well, it's always very important also to think about too many vendors who are selling off the same produce, because chances are that your product, however unique it might be, might face some resistance from the market, and also the market might the selling space, I would say the selling space will be a little bit congested. And remember, loyalty is one of those things that does influence the option of different people buying off, different things from different people. It's always very, very important to know that of course, if there are too many vendors selling a similar product, why don't you just look for somewhere maybe people are picking up, or trying to, quite a few vendors are trying it off, because of the demand. They know the metrics of the market. Try somewhere that is not so much congested, but again where there is life happening around. So that's one of the secrets of the market. Try where, of course, there's not so much vendors, but then there's always demand that is happening. I want us to review one thing that we have seen happening. There was a time where there kulikuwa na quails, some small to birds that came into the market and really drove the Kenyan farmers crazy. More so poultry keepers and poultry farmers. These quail birds, if you remember them, they were actually, I remember one was going for close to 500 shillings at that point. And we were given very many things about them, the benefits of the egg, how much you can make, it does treat cancer, it does treat very many other things, diabetes and stuff. But those people who did make money out of such things, of course it did fall later, but those people who make money are always second to pioneers. It's not actually the pioneers, second to pioneers. Always know when to get into these things. And of course, once I'm talking about these, I want us not to look into the how fast they came, of course, into the market and did what they did and went. And just look into this art in specific, the art of getting there right in time. Always ensuring that you're hooked at the right time. Even in your market, when looking for a market for your produce, are you rushing to be the innovator or the inventor? It's really interesting that, as I said, innovation and inventors, 2% in this world. And of course, in the adoption of innovation, the psychology behind very many people is that those people who invest in these innovations are the people who, of course, take a huge risk. Of course, that's why now you're told business is always a risk, and the risk coming